Book of Isaiah 47 verse 1 in the New Living Translation, titled Prediction of Babylon's Fall. Come down, virgin daughter of Babylon, and sit in the dust, for your days of sitting on a throne have ended. O daughter of Babylonia, never again will you be the lovely princess, tender and delicate. All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. As always, I want to start off these videos by giving all glory, honor, and thanks to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, for this wisdom and knowledge. Call Halayim La, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakah Quadash, as well as a double honors, a respectful double honors upon to the apostles and elders of GMS, the many various men and camps of Great Millstone, whom I've learned and continue to learn this truth under. As you see on the screen, well, real quick, I'm the brother Allah Yahweh. Lord willing, this be edifying. Another example that America, also known as Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, Babylon the Great in the scriptures, Egypt, spiritual Egypt, Sodom and Egypt, okay, this place, Babylon the Great, America, is falling rapidly, okay? And we see it's in a telltale sign of that is its allies don't want to fuck with it no more. They giving this place the side eye. They looking at this place like the horror movie it truly is, okay? And I remember, I believe to start this year, 2026, or to end 2025, I did about a 20-minute news compilation of all these Canadians not wanting to visit the United States for whatever reason, whether it be tourism, spending money, travel, vacation, all these different cities, these border cities in specific, and even down in Florida, all these places affected by our not our neighbor, but the neighbor of Babylon the Great, Canada, saying, you know what, we good. We not even gonna F with y'all no more. And now look, this is, I saw this on Reddit yesterday. World News. Canada is now being joined by the United Kingdom and Australia in boycott of United States national parks. And then when I went to go look further info on, they deleted it, of course. But here, let's get to it. Luckily, I screenshotted it within time so I can pull up the article. It says, the Canadian boycott of the United States travel hasn't slowed down in 2026. And that's crazy because it's February 15th as I'm recording this. So imagine how much more it's going to start to affect economically all these border towns in specific without getting that Canadian tourism money. Statistics Canada reported that Canada residents' return trips from the United States were down 24.3% in January 2026 compared to the same period in 2025. Forbes reports that last year, the Canadian boycott cost the American economy $4.5 billion, affecting all sectors, including national parks. In April 2025, Whitefish, a community near Glacier National Park in Montana, saw a 14% decrease in Canadian tourism spending compared to the same period in 2024, according to the National Park Traveler. In addition, the Visa Destinations Insights data reports that Canadian credit card transactions for visas decreased from $32.93 in February 2024 to $26.45 in February 2025. It now seems that Canada isn't alone in boycotting U.S. national parks, as other countries are joining in, the United Kingdom and Australia. Here is a closer look at what travel agencies are saying and why international visitors are avoiding U.S. national parks. And they trying to sugarcoat it because really they just avoiding the U.S. altogether. I'm not finna just travel all the way from Australia to the United States to not visit your national parks. No, they not coming here, period. Okay, they see this orange orangutan up in office talking crazy, dementia out of his mind, starting beef with everyone. They see this society. They see schools getting shot every other damn day. They see these ICE stormtroopers in the streets, popping so-called WHITE people in the head now and snatching people up left and right. They got a fear of getting deported, and they see this place for what it is, a damn zoo. So let's get to it, man. And if you want to further see this article, this is by The Travel, titled "Canada is now joined by 2 other countries in boycott of U.S. national parks." So let's get I'm gonna start with no, which we gonna get that too. Is this? Let me see what Bible I'm in. Let's start with the book of Obadiah. Esau, Edom's allies. Esau is divided against himself, and Babylon the Great's allies are now turning against this place. We gonna get that in Revelation 17 as well. This is Obadiah 1 verse 6 and 7. And Esau represents the so-called WHITE people. They are the ones currently in rulership of the planet, and they are now divided against each other. You see it on a micro and a macro level, that what shows you this is their end. Obadiah 1 verse 6 and 7. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. And let me get that in another translation. This hits pretty good. Obadiah 1 verse 6 and 7 in the Good News Bible. The descendants of Esau, your treasures have been looted. Your allies have deceived you. They have driven you from your country. People who were at peace with you have now conquered you. Those friends who ate with you have laid a trap for you. They say of you, where is all that cleverness he had? Okay, and Esau, Edom, the scriptures speak on, oh, them that were wise. He was the wisest, he used to be the wisest, but now in his latter end, he's moving sloppily. Okay, Revelation 12 verse 12 speaks on the devil. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth he have but a short time. And what happens when related to sports, you got a shot clock ticking down, or it's the end of the game, you got a final drive and you're not prepared. You gonna move sloppily. You gonna get penalties. You gonna dribble the ball out of bounds. You gonna make mistakes. You gonna call timeouts that you don't have. That's how this man's moving. He's moving sloppily because he knows his time is short. And another example of that is these people are completely divided amongst themselves. And this is actually, I messed up my notes. I wanted to start with this. This is the beast hating the whore. Revelation 17 verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. And that beast, those horns, talking about NATO, the European Union, okay, EU, NATO, all those European countries, and America is that whore that sits atop of the beast. The scriptures speak on her look was more stout than her fellows. Okay, America's been the top dog of all these Edomite countries, but now they starting to despise this place, and now they gonna hate Babylon the Great America, and eventually, America's allies over there in Europe as well is going to join up within Russia, within all of America's chief enemies, and shoot fire on this place. Intercontinental ballistic missiles, okay, because they see this place is the common denominator. This place is always in a state of war, and you got Orange Man in office talking smoke with his own damn allies. He's just an embarrassment, and they gonna get tired of this bully Babylon the Great America. Okay, let's get and Esau really is divided amongst himself. You got Australians divided against themselves. You got all these boycotts and uproars and uprisings over in Europe. You got Europeans not want to fuck with America. Canadians don't want to fuck with America. America don't like nobody. This is all Edomites, so-called WHITs. They are divided against themselves. Luke 11, verse 17. But he, knowing their thoughts, said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. A house divided against a house falleth. And that's what's happening with Esau Edom. His house is completely divided and is only getting worse. And, what's Esau Edom's default setting? Pull his damn sword out. And that's what's finna go down. Let's get this as well, because in this article, it speaks on the United Kingdom. America was born out of the United Kingdom, and they not even want to visit this place no more. I saw a YouTube short of a bunch of UK residents talking shit about Babylon the Great, America. It shows you how quickly this place has fallen in the eyes of the Lord. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get Nahum the 3rd chapter after this, and we'll close off. This is Jeremiah 50, verse 11 and 12. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage, because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass, and bellow as bulls. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, a desert. Let me get verse 13 as well. Because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at her plagues. And this ain't talking about ancient Babylon. Ancient Babylon is still inhabited. This is talking about a future Babylon, which is Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, Babylon the Great, which is the United States of America. And verse 14, what's going to happen? Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, and all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord. And then when this was written, those arrows, that was the only weapon at that time which they knew could represent missiles. That's not talking about bows and arrows. That's talking about modern day bows and arrows, missiles. Okay, nuclear missiles from all four corners of the earth is going to get shot off on this place. And we seen this, build up more and more. There's the animosity, the, just disgust of Babylon the Great. Its shame is being exposed to the whole world, and these nations can peep it. They can see it. Nahum 3, verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts. I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock. And in that, verse 7, let me get part of that. And it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee. Okay, and that's what's happening. These people in Isaiah, the 13th chapter, speaks on everyone in their land go back to their own land, paraphrasing. So all these nations, all these foreigners here in Babylon, they going to see the writing on the wall, and they going to book it and hightail it the hell out of here before it's too late. Okay, this place is circling the drain rapidly, and a chief sign of that is all its allies are now turning against it. Let's close off on how we started. Lord willing, this was edifying. Isaiah 47, verse 1 in the NLT, again titled Prediction of Babylon's Fall. Come down, virgin daughter of Babylon, and sit in the dust. For your days of sitting on a throne have ended, O daughter of Babylonia. Never again will you be the lovely princess, tender and delicate. And you know what they say, America is the greatest country in the world, the greatest place of all time, all this propaganda they spew out. But now look, it's all these other nations have surpassed it. China, you look at China's cities, they've completely blown by United States. Okay, in development, city development, infrastructure, skyscrapers, they've smoked America, and America's not viewed as that top dog as it once was. Okay, and eventually this place is going to end in that third World War III, which we see brewing up, and even America's own allies over there in Europe. Okay, the beast shall hate the whore. They gonna turn on this place too. And an orange man in office is doing a great job at sparking up that division amongst Esau in his own house. I hope this was edifying. Shalom.